Do you want to have
Which one?
a late celebratory not dropping day celebration?
A ball mitzvah?
A ball mitzvah?
I would.
Wild Til 9! Are you ready?
Yep, let's go home.
Your credit's a big deal, so build yours up with Chime. Just open a Chime checking account with a $200 plus qualified direct deposit to get started. Get started at chime.com/WT9. That's chime.com/WT9. The way that I wish that I had this 7-8 years ago. Oh my God. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A., member FDIC. Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary.
Good morning.
Sir, it is 2:30 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon.
I'm excited to share the day with you, Lauren, no matter what time it is.
That is so nice.
And it's time to talk about your gray hair.
I knew we were going to start with this. I knew it.
And for everyone watching, this is going to be one of the last moments you'll see Lauren on camera. She's about to be taken out to pasture. Things are all downhill from here.
Take me to the glue factory.
Yeah, no. When in your life did you know or find out that glue is made via horses?
For some reason, like the glue factory is, for some reason, a phrase that runs in my family.
That's not.
Is commonly said in my family.
Okay.
And so for some reason, I feel like I've grown up being like, oh, old horse equals Elmer's glue.
Equals new glue.
Equals slime.
I actually don't even know how much of the horse is used for glue.
I actually would love to not dive into this any deeper than what I have saved in my head is just like the metaphor.
Well, next time I'm on Horse Talk, I'll see if I can peruse.
Don't even say that. I have been working so hard to get off Horse Talk.
Man, Horse Talk is close to something that is
Horse.
Good morning. Welcome back to Wild Til 9. If you're tuning in from Latvia, it's great to see you. Everybody else, good to see you as well. I've had an eventful week. How about you?
I can't get past having a few gray hairs, and everything else is blacked out around that.
So this morning, Lauren discovered. Was this your first gray hair that you discovered?
I feel like I've had one before, but it was like a rogue freak one that didn't have any siblings or cousins. And this one has...
Oh, an extended family.
This one has an extended family, a family tree.
Even a squatter.
Well, yeah. No, more than that. No, I think the squatter was maybe the one that I had a few years ago that was just like a rogue one by itself.
Yeah.
And this one is not by itself.
What are you going to do the first time you find like a gray ass hair?
So my Asian genes really do give me the privilege of not really having ass hair. So
obviously I know this. It's just everybody else.
Yeah, right. So luckily, I don't think I'll ever have to face that. But like realistically, I don't think I would.
I have a feeling that's one of those things where the older you get,
Yeah.
I feel like hair forgets where it's supposed to come up, and it
goes other places.
Yeah. Like I don't
like. What are you gonna do if you get gray chest hair?
Gray chest hair is fine.
Oh.
But the moment I start seeing like gray shoulder hair, I'm out.
You only have a few rogue little shouldies.
I'm ready to go and laser my entire back.
Okay.
Because of those like 17 shoulder hairs.
They really are only 17.
There's something about shoulder hair.
Yeah, shoulder hair really does it for you.
It serves no purpose.
Yeah, none at all.
I'm not out in the sun long enough to need protection. Even if I was, 17 of them aren't going to help me.
No, they're not.
The thought of being
they're kind of puby.
Yeah, so you say, I don't know why it bothers you. And then you say things like that.
Yeah.
I got pubes coming out of my fucking traps. I mean, between your gray hairs and my shoulder hair, we are off the desirable list. You know how like everyone like I'm edging towards unfuckable with every shoulder hair that sprouts.
Yeah. I actually would like I'm gonna Google in real time right now because everyone was like, no, don't pluck it, it'll make more sprout. But here's my thing is that like I think that we can hack this and that I could actually have thicker hair and then just dye the new gray ones that are sprouting. Like if this myth is actually true, right?
I think it's true. I think that's been proven false, right?
Does plucking
I can't imagine ripping anything off of your body like leading to a positive outcome.
The medical science behind this myth, plucking a gray hair will only get you a new gray hair in its place because there's only one hair that is able to grow per follicle. Your surrounding hairs will not turn white until their own follicles' pigment cells die.
Oh, so wait, hold on. You're telling me that like weeks before you turn 30, your hair's like your follicles are dying?
My follicles are, not only are my eggs dying, but my follicles are going to, and I am not okay.
If it's yours, it's dying.
It's dying.
If it makes you feel...
My career, my eggs, and my follicles.
Okay, career, not dying. Everything else, science would say yes.
Science would say yes. Well, anyway, I'm glad that we debunked that myth.
I hope to God, and this is something I've thought about often, I do think that there's going to be a world where in the not so distant future, we can move genes around even when we're outside the womb to like, basically get our bodies to do things that they wouldn't have normally otherwise have done.
Oh, like stem cell stuff?
Yeah, but also just like CRISPR, but after you're already out in the world.
Right, you want to be,
Yeah, just like play a little bit of like mathematics.
Thrown in the CRISPR after.
Yeah.
After birth.
I just hope that we don't get to the point where we can extend life, but we can't go backwards in time when we're in like our 60s. Because can you imagine having to live for, an extended period of time? Like imagine you could live another 100 years.
Yeah.
But you can't get any younger. You're just going to like prolong where you're at. And
so you get stuck, you get frozen at one age?
Yeah. What do you think the ideal age to be stuck in? And what do you think the worst age to be stuck in?
Oh, I mean, worst age is probably like a preteen when you're just totally helpless in the world, where you like start knowing a little bit of like the real world, but like you don't have your license, you don't have your own money, you are stuck living under all of like your parents.
You're super gangly and have acne.
You're super gangly and have acne.
Yeah.
Your hormones are just tripping balls.
Yeah.
Literally in some genders.
When do you feel like you hit puberty hard?
Oh, I'm still waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It could be tomorrow. Now that my follicles are dying, maybe all of the growth hormones that were supposed to be creating pigment in my follicles will go to my titties. Titties.
I do remember a period in my life when I was nervous to say something out loud in class because I couldn't trust my voice. Yeah.
Oh man, what year? Because you hit puberty early, right?
Probably 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade.
6th or 7th grade? Oh shit, that's early for a guy.
But I feel like it starts there, and then I think the voice. The amount of times you see voices that don't match the kid.
Yeah.
Like my voice definitely changed.
First.
I feel like when I was like growing 5 or 6 inches a year.
Yeah.
Or I started to do that. That was about the time.
Did you wake up one day and your balls dropped?
Yet no.
I think we talked about this before, but I can't remember the answer.
I came pre-dropped.
You came out the womb
with nuts.
Nudies?
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't there for it. And as we've said many times, my mom did not own a camera. I don't exist before the age of at least 14.
This is so incredibly untrue.
Anyway, I don't like for as long as I can remember, I could visibly see my nuts.
So your nuts have always been the same distance from your body. Respectively, respectively
yeah.
to like in respect to where your body is, like the proportions, the percentage of
what how cold is it?
Yeah, well that's right. Okay. Right.
How warm is it?
Sure.
Did I just get out of the sauna? Am I?
So you didn't have like a nut dropping day?
There's few things that I wish that and a bat mitzvah. Or is it bar mitzvah? Bat mitzvah? Bar mitzvah?
I think you get the bar.
Bar?
Yeah.
I get the bar?
I would have got the bot if I was a Jewish.
Bot. If you were, got it.
Yes.
Not only did I not have a bar mitzvah, I never had a nut dropping day. Yeah.
Do you want to have
which one?
A late celebratory nut dropping day celebration?
A ball mitzvah?
A ball mitzvah?
I would indeed.
I saw you sitting on. I knew you're so excited to say it.
I was like,
you're so excited to say it. Don't take this away from me.
Yeah, I've been fucking sitting on this for 31 years. No, I would, no, I don't. But also, I can only imagine it's a thing that like balls haven't dropped because otherwise where did that saying come from? Mm-hmm. But I don't remember. I also, there wasn't any friends that we could joke around and like legitimately and be like, well, wait for Steve's balls to drop because his balls hadn't actually dropped.
I feel like people always associated it, even just like in the sense of bullying, they associated balls dropping with voice dropping.
Well, yeah, I think it was just you're immature or you're a baby or whatever.
And like his balls haven't dropped yet.
Right.
Anyways, so happy for you and your balls. That's great. Not stoked for me and my gray hairs.
I gotta look at it.
Oh, you know what it is?
I got the aerial view.
is that like because I have psoriasis on my scalp and I feel like I'm probably more in tune with my scalp health than most individuals and spend more time like having to look at it.
Scalp representation.
Scalp representation, psoriasis representation, my psoriasis sisters. So me and I call each other our psoriasis sisters.
Yeah, you guys can have that club.
I was like, oh my God, I was like, this like light is so bright on my hair. Why is it creating that like streaky highlight? And I was like,
I can't believe you told me. I'm shocked you didn't run off to the other side of the house and just deal with it.
I should have, I know. In a moment of weakness, I was like,
I think you're gonna look great with continually the same hair color because you continue to get it dyed for the rest of your life.
yes, absolutely.
Like,
Are
would you ever
kidding?
just rock gray hair?
I have actually asked my mom about this because like she's had friends who make the transition over because it's like if like you spend, just say you decide at age 70 to start going natural, right? It's like if you spend up until, age 40.
I think it's less of you going natural as much as you stop going to get your hair done.
Right, but it's like if your hair, like my mom's, is black,
well,
if she were to let that grow out, that would be a wild ass transition. So it's like I think you'd actually have to like find a way to dye the.
Wait, hold on. You trying to tell you're spreading lies. Your mother hasn't dyed her hair a day in her life.
No, of course not.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and walk that back. She's got black hair.
She has black hair.
You see her in pictures? What color is her hair?
Black.
Black hair.
Black hair.
So what were you saying about your mother?
So I think that, so just say I want to transition to gray hair at 70, right? I think that like you would have to dye the unnaturally dyed part to be gray. Because like you can do that. You can bleach all the pigment out and dye it gray. Because people like have wanted silver hair before, like just like as a trend when they're young. Because that would be like, that's not a fun ombre. That's not a fun gradient and like low light situation.
It's called salt and pepper. Men do it all the time.
No. But that would not be salt and pepper. That would be like chunk.
Unless you did a full buzz and
start fresh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know if that's, so yeah, that's what I have always understood is the hardest part is the transition from being like, okay, I'm going to commit to the gray, because some people, especially with like really thick hair still, like your mom would look great with gray hair.
Well, when she starts to grow gray hair, I'll let her know that.
Yeah, because it's so thick and like she styles it really nicely.
You're welcome, Donna.
Donna is not listening. I want to be clear, especially after we had the ball mitzvah conversation. Donna has left the chat.
Yeah, no, she's out.
Donna has left the chat.
She's
when this episode goes up, I will be en route to my little Girly Pop Palm Springs.
Girly Pop Palm Springs
birthday.
It's weird. I didn't get invited to Girly Pop Palm Springs birthday.
No, you did not get an invite to Girly Pop Palm Springs birthday because it is not just my birthday. It's also Mia's birthday. And
okay, so
Mia doesn't want you there, obviously.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Good to know.
No, it's a little Girly Pop trip though.
I love Girly Pops.
Sure. But this is going to be so relaxing and so nice.
And so you can't relax, nor can things be nice when I'm there?
They're just more stressful, a little more chaotic, I'd say, in your presence.
That's probably top 5 mean things you've ever said to me.
Top 5?
Yeah.
What's number 1, 2, 3, 4?
That they're all 5. You basically said my presence causes stress and anxiety.
No, not always. Not always.
Okay. Well,
No. Home life is going to be, it's subjectively more stressful than floating in a pool in Palm Springs.
okay.
No matter who is inhabiting the home.
And just real quick question before I move on.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I also spend my birthday away from you and go out of town?
With Girly Pops or
Boy Pops.
Boy Pops? If it was a
Buddy
joint,
Pops.
if it was a joint birthday with another buddy pop whose birthday is in the same like week,
Or just, I'm just going to go with some boys.
depends where it was. If you were like, oh, I'm gonna go fucking tear up Vegas with my bros.
Well, we never say Vegas.
Vegas.
We never say Vegas.
What is it?
It's not
Vegas. Vegas.
Yeah, so if I was like, hey, I'm just going to go to a chill, quiet, relaxing weekend in Miami, just me and the boys.
In Miami. I'd be like, bitch, drive your ass to Palm Springs.
Okay.
Where there is no 11. He.
Okay. Noted. Okay. Good to know.
So anyways, I will be floating with a beverage in my hand in the pool.
Yeah. I genuinely think that you're going to do quite well with aging.
I think so too.
Okay.
I think that I don't look like I'm about to turn 30 now. So I think that that's probably good.
Yeah. How old do you think you're about to turn? Like, what do you look?
What do I look?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like people would be like, oh, you look like 24.
You do. You've got me carded more than...
Oh my God.
I've
get
been
everyone carded.
Yeah.
And some people are really excited about it. I feel like people who are starting to get older get really excited to get carded, and it's like a positive thing. But I feel like when you're in between like 21 and 24, 25, you're like, oh my fucking God, it's so annoying. And they're insulted by it. But now we're getting old enough where people are excited to get carded again.
I'm never excited to reach into my back pocket and pull out my wallet.
Yeah, no, it's not super convenient. But it is a compliment to the quality of your Botox.
And my skincare routine.
And your skincare routine. He put sunscreen on one day and it's like, my skincare routine.
And that one time I put the tinted moisturizer on that matched really well.
That's when Jeremy still believed that tinted moisturizer came in one shade.
One size fits all.
One size fits all.
Yeah. I'm basically every major makeup brand in the 90s.
That is incredibly true.
And that's the tea.
And that is the tea. That is the tea. Not that long ago where I assumed that having zero credit meant zero debt, and that was the ideal. Zero was a perfect score in my mind. And when I tell you that there was quite the reality shock when I realized that was not the case. And that reality check came alongside a declined credit card and laughed off by the banker, who I'm assuming as they hit deny did not give me a credit card. So you may think a credit score is a big deal, but if you're dealing with low credit score or no credit score, that could be a problem for your future financial goals. And that's why millions of people swear by Chime's secured credit builder Visa credit card. With Chime's credit builder credit card, you can build your credit score safely with everyday purchases and on-time payments. Plus, there's no annual fee or credit check to get started. Use it everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted.
Chime also has a checking account that can get you paid up to 2 days earlier. With a qualified direct deposit, you can get access to your money sooner. They also have a fee-free overdraft with SpotMe. Overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. You can even pay friends through Chime.
When I moved from Canada to the States, I had zero credit, like starting all over again, completely at square one.
Double goose egg.
Double goose egg, zero, no credit for you, no credit card.
It's kind of sad they don't just give you the benefit of the doubt from Canada.
Oh, it's incredibly rude. Your credit's a big deal, so build yours up with Chime. Just open a Chime checking account with a $200 plus qualified direct deposit to get started. Get started at chime.com/WT9. That's chime.com/WT9. The way that I wish that I had this 7-8 years ago. Oh my God. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A., member FDIC. Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. There are times in life when we face hard decisions, and it can be difficult to know the right path forward. This could be about a work-related choice, dealing with people in our lives, or other important issues. During these times, therapy can be a big help. It can give us focus and remind us of our real goals as we journey through life.
Throughout my early 20s and even today, confusion.
Late 20s.
Stop.
Late 20s.
I have another week and a half, okay?
Yeah.
A week and a half. Stop.
Throughout the entirety of my 20s.
Confusion and anxiety about my career path have sent me into multiple spirals.
Essentially your first
on a
upcoming
quarterly
30-year-old spiral's coming.
No.
Thank God for BetterHelp.
We're gonna wait until Q1 for a 30-year-old spiral.
She'll call you in a month.
It's an extremely unmotivating and lonely feeling to be constantly worried about what the right move is for my future. Therapy has helped me stop future spirals and learn to trust my gut when it comes to making big life decisions. I do think sometimes you need to spiral, though. A healthy spiral is a good spiral.
Yeah. Yeah. maybe let's not give advice.
Without BetterHelp, I don't think that I could take on these spirals by myself, especially on my quarterly basis. Trusting yourself to make decisions that align with your values is like anything. The more practice you get, the easier it gets.
If you're contemplating beginning therapy, consider trying BetterHelp. It's a completely online platform designed for convenience and adaptability, and it can fit around your schedule. Simply complete a short survey to be paired with a licensed therapist, and you can change therapists at any time at no extra cost.
Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/WT9 today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/WT9. So I went down a wormhole. Yes, that is wormhole.
Yes.
The other day, thinking that Mary Kay had gone. Remember, I was like intently reading an article the other night in bed, and I was like, "Oh my god, babe! I think Mary Kay, like the MLM makeup company,
Lauren.
Like, I think Mary Kay, like, is in prison right now for what did she do? Something with a kid.
She didn't do anything.
What do you mean?
Well, some random person, but not Mary Kay Cosmetics.
Not Mary Kay of Mary Kay Cosmetics. Mary Kay of like Florida or something did something bad. But I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the crumble. This is the downfall of the Mary Kay Cosmetics.
If I remember correctly, it was almost, you positioned it like, I think I might have uncovered a story that no one's talking about. And
no. I was just like, oh shit. I was like, oh my, this is
Mary Kay
gonna be
Cosmetics
crazy.
abducted a child.
Yeah, that is nuts.
She didn't.
Wrong Mary Kay, and I feel like they probably should have clarified her.
If
last
you're
name.
driving a pink caddy right now, keep driving. Don't worry.
You're fine. You're in the clear.
Keep selling
You are absolutely
to
in the
your
clear.
friends, whatever it is that you sell.
Whatever it is.
Keep it closed and keep it selling.
The other thing that I saw that I can't wait to share with you. Remember the Island Boys? Island Boys.
You're acting as if I'm not up on my pop culture and don't know about their OnlyFans page.
Their OnlyFans page, and then they're kind of getting flagged for incest.
So,
Did you see the video? Did you watch it?
no.
Oh my God.
How would I have seen that? Do you think I'm going to go buy that video?
I was on TikTok.
That's illegal. You should not take part in.
Oh, was that video on their OnlyFans?
So I was listening to Flagrant
Uh-huh.
because they were talking about this and Lena the Plug and Adam 22
Okay.
at the same. It's like incest pay-per-view,
Yeah.
BBC pay-per-view,
Okay.
and not the British Broadcasting Company.
Sure.
So the Island Boys one, someone on their podcast said they bought it before they could talk about it.
Oh.
I mean, who knows if they did, but they said something about buying it. So I don't think it was free.
Got it.
Let's fact check this.
Got it. I saw a TikTok commentator person making a reaction video to it. So I'm sure that they
Right.
probably were not allowed to make that content.
If anything, I think it's an interesting example for what happens when your claim to fame or relevancy is kind of based on like a little bit of shock factor in the beginning. And then you kind of have to keep
Up in the ante.
right. Because it was like them and Long Neck for a while
Yeah.
all over. And there was a couple others. Supreme Patty.
I remember Supreme Patty.
Yeah. All these people, every time I saw them, it was like, what chaos are you causing
what are you
in
doing
whatever
now?
room you're in? And I feel like eventually it loses its luster or like, sex appeal, literally.
The video was so wildly uncomfortable.
Do you guys want the fact check on it?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
So it wasn't behind a paywall. It was a promotional video for their OnlyFans that they posted publicly. So it wasn't from their OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because also, too, I was, you know what? Maybe that video and not their OnlyFans got flagged for incest. I don't know.
Is it illegal for them to make out?
It's not illegal for them to make out.
It's not illegal for them to make out. Okay. Yeah, but I mean,
Wait, is that not illegal or not legal?
No, it is not illegal. It
Got
is legal.
yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and it was so incredibly uncomfortable because they're both. You can tell
Hold
that.
on. When does it become illegal?
I would say probably when.
You can't procreate with your direct relative in most states, I'm pretty sure. Right?
I don't know the answer to this.
This is a health podcast.
This feels like an America thing.
Well, no,
Yeah, it's sexual intercourse.
got it.
Oh, so you could give your sibling.
You can go second. You can go to
You
second
can
base.
go
You can
second
go to third base.
Oh my god.
Got it.
Oh god.
Well, for
Just cue the comments of everyone that was kind of defending like the whole step sibling thing.
Yeah, totally. Oh, that is
That was
legal.
one of the most shocking commentaries that we have ever received on a podcast episode of the amount of people who were in defense of step sibling relationships.
I mean, that is one
Shocking.
of the things that I didn't think I had a hot take on. And also,
Yeah.
once again, I saw a comment not that long ago, and it made me like, what if you as a child, what if you as an adult,
Okay.
perfect example, you and I are in a relationship, you and I get engaged, you and I are about to be married.
Yeah.
But right now, in our lives, let's just say,
Are you about to say some crazy like family tree shit? And it was just like, okay,
Let's just say-
go.
let's say Gail wasn't in the picture. And Greg and Donna, after meeting one another,
Yeah.
found something. We were here first.
I see.
We were here
first. Yeah.
And they, for whatever reason, found
love.
Now, I would personally tell my mom, why don't you go visit any one of the other 4 billion men in the world?
Right.
But that's technically we're the kids of people who would be in a relationship.
I literally hate thinking about this. And I think that because we came first, we get to be like, no.
Well, they
absolutely
came
not.
first. We were just a couple first.
No, but like we came first.
Yikes, Lauren. I just think that there's a little bit of finders keepers on that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that like first one there.
We call dibs.
Yeah, we call dibs.
You gotta go. Somebody has to call dibs first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I think at any point in time you could ask permission from the people that are already dating or in a relationship or married if you, as their offspring or family, would be allowed to get in a relationship with the other person. And if both of them agree, fine. But if you can't ask them and you can't get a comfortable answer out of them, maybe not.
HR.
I'm with the audience on this one.
What?
Yeah, I think you guys aren't understanding it. I think you guys are thinking about siblings that live together and grow up as kids, but a lot of the time people's parents remarry later in life and you're like 18, 20 plus and your mom remarries and that guy has a 22-year-old son and you guys never you were never together as kids. You happen to meet later in life and like you get along and you don't feel like siblings because you don't know
Right,
each
because
other.
I guess you
You're
met
strangers.
them at 18 and 22, right? So like that scenario is different.
I gotta say, nothing about what you just said added any more clarity to me.
Really? I feel like that added a little more clarity to me.
I get. No, I do get it. I do get it.
Because it would be like if you're getting introduced to this new person, like it's just by means of now your family, so it should be off limits. But like there's no, oh man, I don't know. I have conflicting thoughts here.
I understand. I get it. Outside of being children, you can do really whatever the fuck you'd like.
Yeah.
The thing that did open it up more to me was like if the parents, for whatever reason, just because they're older, maybe I have more empathy for them.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so many options left once you get to a certain age.
Yeah.
So you gotta,
because you're dating then from the widowed or
you gotta get in where you
the
fit
divorce
in,
pool.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, so this freaking Island Boy video, I'm so glad that it was
Island Boys.
It was so deeply uncomfortable because you can tell that they're both kind of uncomfortable, and so like you can see that they're both deciding like how hardcore of a makeout they're supposed to be doing for the promo video.
Well, also, just real quick, when's the last time you did something on camera in one take that involved someone else?
In one take that involved, I mean, this podcast every week.
Yeah, but we got chemistry.
Yeah, but they're like, we were in the womb together. So they're like, we got chemistry.
Hey, here's my thought. If we were to, have to go and for our very first kiss together, use that as a promo to this podcast.
It was not their first kiss and you could tell.
So that in and of itself, I think answers my question. But I guess my thought is if we were going to make a promo out of a makeout of ours, I don't think I would ever question how to kiss someone more than in that moment.
Oh, really?
And therefore, yeah. I mean, do you know how to kiss in an aesthetically camera-facing way?
I guess I've never really thought about it, but I wouldn't post something unless I guess it looked good. Like if my intention was to post something that was going to be a good advertisement for being like a quality 10 out of 10 kisser, like I would do a few takes.
Right.
Until it was right. But if they posted this, like this wasn't a live stream or anything, I'm pretty sure.
But how many takes do you think it took them? Like, do you think it took them 1 take, 5 takes, 10 takes?
They don't seem like the type of meticulous workers that would really, sift through a couple takes to be like, this is probably the one that's better marketing.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
Oh, God.
To me, if I'm going to kiss my brother, my twin brother, I'm going to make sure it looks good.
It did not look good. It looked awful. It looked awful.
Yeah.
My insides crawled outside. My skin turned inside out. And you know what? In the comments, I was like, what the fuck are people saying about this? And I was like, I'm dying to know. And someone was like, is it not like weird that you guys just like get boners together? And he was like, I was like, nah, like we fuck bitches together all the time. We always got a boner in the same room. People were just like, okay, that is a clear and concise answer.
Do we think that every twin pair, one's bigger than the other one?
Oh, I don't know.
That's got to be a point of contention.
I'm sure down to like the millimeter one
Or
has to be
they
bigger.
stand hard at each other and just whoever hits the other person first.
I don't think that would.
Think about it.
They stand.
So they are standing facing each other.
Yeah.
And you just keep walking until one touches the other one.
But that wouldn't show who's longer.
Shauna, you're following me here, right?
You would just head to head.
If you were hard,
What?
walking towards each other with two boners,
Yeah.
but not at the same, like if you were just 1 inch off from each other,
Yeah.
and you were walking this way with a boner, and I was
But
walking your way with a
if
boner,
you don't have an established middle point, you don't know who gets to the middle first.
you would have, okay, all right, we're facing each other
Yes.
in the same angle.
Yeah. So like we're like right now, like we are facing each other.
Yes,
So if these are wieners,
yes, those are wieners.
if these are wieners,
Hold on.
where could you possibly be going right now? Okay, thank you so much.
One of us.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
They're parallel. They're running parallel to each other. You did not specify that.
I said they're facing each other the same angle.
Yeah, facing each other. That I'm picturing tip to tip. I'm like, when you're just smashing tips, that's not clear on who's longer.
First off, when you're smashing tips, and the point is, you're not going exactly there. You're just going 1 inch off from each other, right?
Yeah. When you said 1 inch off of each other, I thought you meant like 1 inch between head to head,
No,
not next to each other.
they're not next to each other.
They're wings
facing-
passing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like shaft to shaft, not tip to tip.
Shaft to shaft, side to
Yes.
side, parallel weens.
Where
Yeah, parallel weens.
yes.
Yeah, parallel. This is a math podcast.
Yeah, we're making like a parallelogram out of weens.
Yeah, exactly.
A penis parallelogram.
A penis parallelogram. Yeah, okay, that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
that would be the only way, like using science to discover and decide
Yes.
categorically who's larger.
Yeah. Wow, I wish, so last week we had Dr. Mike here, and I wish he had been here for this conversation because this was a science.
We should have also asked what the scientific method is when
For
measuring one's member.
wing, like where you start from.
Yeah. Is it a top? Is it a side? Is it a bottom?
Right. Is it hard? Is it soft? Is it chub?
But even then, like, there's a point of contention where the base of where you start measuring
Yeah.
to.
The tip.
Did we have anything else to talk about today?
I'm just so glad that Dr. Mike cleared my Diet Coke consumption. You know what I forgot to ask
I
him?
don't actually think he gave you a definitive answer on
Yeah, he
anything.
did. Yeah, he did.
I think he said you're okay as long as you're not replacing something healthier with it.
Right. He's like, don't replace every single glass of water that you have during the day with Diet Coke. He's like, you're good.
You forgot to mention that you don't really drink any water.
I know. I forgot to ask him that question about like if every single water that I consume has CO2 in it, is that okay? I think the answer is yes.
Well, since your body is currently dying.
And on behalf of Dr. Mike, I'm going to concur with that answer.
Okay.
And next week, we're doing menu tasting. I'm so excited. We're going for actual menu tasting.
I was like, I thought we discussed that in a previous podcast. And I'm so glad everyone came to my rescue. That I should have had a menu.
Okay, you know where I think that I still stand by my decision to not give you a menu is that I think with having literally 18 pages of paper in front of you, you would not have been able to focus. I think my question was like beans or rice. I think that is easier for your brain to process than seeing 18 pages of options. I don't think we would have been able to make a single decision had you also had all of the things in front of you.
I've never heard a more patronizing statement in my entire life.
No, but like reading them, if it was like, okay, if I say something yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, you know what I mean? Like then you just get to visualize. I guess since you're not like a super, wait, I have a question. So we've talked about this before in the past about how when you visualize something, it has to be something that you've seen before or seen a photo of. So if there's a food you've never eaten before, what does it look like in your brain?
What do you mean?
Like, can you picture if I'm like, oh, a pork tenderloin? Can you picture that?
What a slab of pork looks like?
A pork tenderloin.
Sure.
Okay.
I cannot believe that in the same breath, you said that I'm incapable of picking things that are outside of a yes-no spectrum, and you
You're not
wondered whether or
incapable.
not I knew what a pork tenderloin looked like.
Like, like reading them, if it was like, okay, if I say something yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, you know what I mean? Like then you just get to visualize. I guess since you're not like a super, wait, I have a question. So we've talked about this before in the past about how when you visualize something, it has to be something that you've seen before or seen a photo of. So if there's a food you've never eaten before, does it what does it look like? last night.
Who are you?
We were laying in bed at 2 a.m. and I turned to Jeremy. We hadn't like said that we were just like watching TikToks or whatever, and it was 2 a.m. and Bubby's wasn't feeling good. And I was like, what does cottage cheese taste like?
I mean, I just don't know how we make time for sleep with all the sex we're having.
I just think that it is incredibly overwhelming to have 18 pages of options, and having them presented in a way that is a yes or no format, I think is efficient and it was fun.
If the next time I go to put an order in, I say, what would you like? And you say, can I see the menu? I go, no. If you're interested, I'll read you the words that I choose to read you, and you can give me a yes or no.
I read you every single word on the menu.
Totally. Yeah, I'm sure. But you can't look at the menu. I'll be the one that pushes the buttons. What would you say?
I'd be like, okay, pass me. Are you gonna fan me and feed me grapes too? Like that feels nice.
No, I'm just gonna only read you the options. I would not allow you to look at the menu yourself because it'll overwhelm you.
I just feel like it was incredibly overwhelming.
I'm just glad that everyone saw what I saw.
Okay.
I feel good about the support that I received outside of this room.
I feel good about the 10 things that we are putting forth to try on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, me too.
I feel good about that. I don't feel good about the $500 deposit that you had to put down to pay to do the tasting. That does not go towards your catering fee, but it will be a fun day and we will be vlogging it, and I'm very excited.
And just to be clear, the chef shows up, prepares a bunch of food, especially for us, and 2 other people, 3 other people, on an off day. How much do you think they should ask for?
You know what? I will circle back on the end of that when we go to the tasting to see how much food it actually is. You know what I mean?
Okay. I think 500 is fair.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how much food it is.
It's like $100 a person.
Well, it's not quite the math there, but...
And there 5 people?
4 people.
Is our wedding planner not going to eat?
No.
Got it.
No.
That was extra.
What?
That was extra. We said no.
No. Well, you pay for, it's $500 for 4 people, but she was like, I've done this tasting 5 billion times. She's like, she's like, bring other people. Like,
got it.
And so Mia and Remy are coming.
Okay, $125 a pop.
$125 a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. The math do be mathing.
That maths.
Yeah.
Okay.
That actually seems more fair, I guess, when I'm like $125 for 10 things. A handful of them are sides. I guess I'm just like, I could have tried 10 mains for the same price, or 10 of a salad, a small dessert, sides, appetizers, and mains. So I don't know.
You want 10 versions of filet?
I mean, that would be pretty crazy. There was a place in Niagara Falls, I think it was called Bossa Nova. Did you guys have Bossa Nova?
There's 19 within a 3-mile radius.
Really?
Of here.
Like the meat cut places?
Well, hold on. What?
They like walk around with giant things of meat, and they cut slices off for you.
I don't know if we had that.
Oh, what's the Bossa Nova?
So it's like the Olive Garden of sliced meat, but with breadsticks. Substitute.
No breadsticks.
Right. Olive Garden walks around with unlimited.
What's it called? Bossa Nova?
Yeah, it is. Lauren's right. It's a Brazilian spot.
Yeah, it's a Brazilian spot.
We have that here.
Yeah. And they just walk around with a shit ton of different meat cuts.
I don't know if they walk around here with like cuts. I think you order like a normal person.
Oh no, this one is like they walk around with like a freaking like lamb leg over their leg.
Okay.
Or
So like
lamb leg over their shoulder and like slice you off a piece if you want some.
Got it. PETA would not appreciate that.
No. This was also not for me. I'm not like a
paraded meats gal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, give me a nug.
Also, why don't you prepare it in the kitchen and then bring it out?
Yeah.
I don't need to see it first.
No, I really don't need to see it.
It's like when they like would pick your lobster.
Oh, I hate that. I really don't like that. I really don't enjoy that.
How about lobster?
I do enjoy a good lobster. I just don't,
Okay.
Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker drop, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. We're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style.
So go ahead, get the piece that you've always wanted and leave it up to the meticulous eye of an eBay authenticator to make sure that the watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather. And never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
What are you going to give me for my 30th birthday?
What I would love to get you, but I can't get you,
is
a bidet.
Oh yeah. We got some new a new outlet installed in our little in our like primary bathroom.
In the several month like renovation we're wrapping up here.
Yeah.
We did a couple creature comforts, including
Creature comfort. What's that?
a creature comfort.
Yeah.
Can we get a definition of creature comfort, Shoshana?
A creature comfort?
Yeah.
Material comforts that contribute to physical ease and well-being, such as good food and accommodations.
I love a creature comfort.
You
I am a creature of comfort.
yeah. Like there's nothing that you enjoy more in this life than creature comforts.
Oh, you're so right. Like a heated blanket.
Yes, that's a creature comfort.
Yeah.
Yes. So among the many not so
Creature-y comforts?
yeah, like filling, like repairing the plumbing that you assumed already worked.
Right. Is not a creature
Not a creature
comfort.
comfort. Yeah. Installing an outlet closer to a toilet so that one could plug in
bidet.
a future bidet so that you don't even have to wipe your own ass. It does it for you. That's a creature comfort. And so we did that, but we haven't put the bidet in because bidets are expensive.
Bidets are super expensive.
And I just cannot, in my lifetime, have to potentially answer the question honestly if someone were to ask, what did you get her for her 30th birthday? Oh, I got my wife a bidet. I can't. Because I would love to.
That would just set up so many unbearable jokes that I cannot stomach.
Yeah.
And
No, they'd be pretty shitty.
No, that.
So what am I getting you? Not sure.
Okay.
You won't be here, so it doesn't matter.
On my birthday?
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
I thought you were going to be gone.
No.
Oh. Well, you'll be here, so it's important.
I'm so exciting. I'm so exciting. I also am an exciting individual, but so excited. I ordered my birthday cake. It's the same wedding cake from the like blind wedding cake testing video that I did. And this cake changed the DNA of my body. I am genetically modified after eating this cake. I'm not even someone who's like a rabid for cake. Like Kelsey, feral, absolutely feral for cake. And like I enjoy a good slice of cake, but I'm not like a cake fanatic. This cake changed me.
Okay.
I don't know if she does wedding cakes for as big of a wedding as we're doing. I think she does like smaller ones. And also I don't know if we could afford her wedding cake.
Then we should go with someone who makes big cakes.
Yeah. But for my birthday, I'm getting the cake that I tried for the wedding video, and I'm so excited.
This isn't the one that was all black, was it?
No. That was your birthday cake.
Lauren got a cake that dyed everything.
It was navy blue, not black.
Sure. I don't think I realized how repulsive every human is because everybody was walking around with just like blue
everything.
on everything.
Yeah.
Everything was just covered.
Yeah. This is a different cake girl.
Got
This
it.
is a different cake girl.
Cake girl.
Yeah, this is a different
Got
cake baker.
Well.
Cake lady.
I'm excited for your birthday. I don't know what I'm going to get you because, like I said, I can't get you the thing that I would like to get you. And I've gone back and forth on it. And I've made my decision. So TBD.
Okay. All right. Can't wait. So I got served a TikTok. I actually got tagged in it a few times too, for us to react/answer.
Okay.
There is a therapist on TikTok, and I verified that he is, in fact, actually like educated in the profession and is a licensed therapist. So it's not just like someone like pulling like crazy couples therapy questions out of their asshole.
Out of curiosity, how did you verify that?
Via his Instagram.
Well, okay.
And so my last Google now is, does plucking gray hair make more show up? Okay, so he is an LPC. He is a licensed professional counselor, a master's degree. That is a broad degree that grants the professional the ability to support counseling, whether through career, rehab, or another counseling sphere that doesn't directly involve diagnosis or treatment of mental illness.
So he can support, but he can't treat?
He can support but not treat.
Got it.
Because like therapists can't like prescribe you medication, right? Like your psychologist does that for you or your doctor.
Do you have to be do you have to have a master's degree to support people? Provide support services?
I think if you're like an actual like therapist, I think yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the difference. Do you want to know it?
Yeah.
So a therapist typically treats issues like issues in a marriage or in family dynamics, and a counselor is more for mental health issues like internally.
Oh.
With yourself. Yeah.
Got
And
it.
so he is.
Neither of those things.
Oh no, he's the counselor.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the counselor.
He's
an
the
LPC.
counselor. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So anyways, he's got 12 questions in his TikTok. I think some of them are like a little crazy.
Okay.
And like just to give you some context for the comments on this, it's literally the title is 12 slightly unhinged questions to ask your partner that'll make both of you feel super awkward.
Man, the dyslexia was hot on that.
Oh
that
man,
sentence.
I don't know if that was a dyslexia problem. And I just want to
So-
be very clear that I am not dyslexic.
Is it going to make me feel awkward or you feel awkward or both of us?
I think both.
Okay.
And so literally in the comments, I was like, I mean, like how bad are these going to be? Because I didn't watch the video because I was like, oh, this might be good for the pod. This person's like, and what do these questions accomplish? Like, what's the purpose? And he responded, he's like, I'd be super interested to hear the answers from my partner, but I'm not quite sure there is a purpose. Just fun and a little scary. This person's like 12 questions to ask if you want to break up with your partner.
Oh, so we're going to do this live on the pod?
Yeah.
Okay.
This person's like, is this how you make sure you get new patients? Therapy Jeff entering his villain era.
Okay. And so you read villainous questions and said, I want to ask it to my partner on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy questions that make others awkward, as long as I walk into it with a good attitude.
Yeah, I think so too. I think also they're more just like questions that rocky relationships might not be able to like honestly answer. You know what I mean?
And there's also like some relationships that have a tighter belt on on questions with an answer, if answered honestly, that might tickle some insecurities.
Or rock the boat a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's rock the fucking boat, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Therapy Jeff, give us the first question.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
12 slightly unhinged questions to ask your partner that'll make both of you feel super awkward. 1. Imagine a situation where someone offered you money to go no contact with me for 3 months. What would be the minimum amount that can make you seriously consider it?
$16. Next question.
Just because I didn't give you a fucking menu? $16?
All right, go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay, so to go 3 months no contact.
Yeah, should we write these down?
I mean, my initial reaction is that
Yes, my love?
if I
My
went
everything?
no
My best friend?
if I went missing, I think that you would go fucking FBI crazy shit. Like if I went if you thought that I actually went missing, like just because you're TSJ, tech support Jeremy,
Right.
like I just feel like you would exhaust a lot of resources.
Wait, hold on. I think I misunderstood the context of the question. So is it no physical contact or like I just have to disappear?
I think you just disappear, right?
Is that the context you got,
Yeah,
Sean?
no contact means like you guys are not communicating at all.
But like, you know that I'm going to be gone?
No, I think
No.
it's like you disappear.
One day
Oh,
you're just ghosted.
got it.
Yeah.
I
One
have
day
an
you're
answer
just
for this.
ghosted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because 3 months is a long time.
Yeah.
Like if you went missing for 3 months, I think that like my entire life would get turned upside down.
Right.
Because I don't think there is a price.
I mean, just imagine you're at home. It's night 1. Okay. You don't even know I'm gone yet.
Yeah.
You got to turn the TV on. It doesn't work. I assume you download Hinge immediately and you just start swiping.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, if this isn't even going to work and he's not going to show up to help me with it, fuck him.
Yeah.
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 He's probably out fucking bitches.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your answer?
No, I don't think there is a price because I think that that's torture to not know if someone is even alive
Right.
Like you can't come back from that. Even if someone gave you $5 million, that would be life-changing money that you could buy a handful of houses or whatever and like pay off. Like that would not be worth the torture. And I mean, we say that from a place of privilege because we have all our necessities and more met. And I understand that. But like the torture mentally and emotionally and physically that would put me through.
The only reason I would accept the money and then I have to come up with some asinine amount.
Yeah.
Is because I could think of a way to game the system.
Right.
And assuming I couldn't game the system, because that's part of this erroneous random ass question and weird scenario that we find ourselves.
Great word, erroneous.
I don't think there'd be a dollar amount, only because I'd have to be willing to give up everything I currently care about
Yep.
in exchange for that dollar amount.
Yep.
And there isn't a dollar amount that is okay with that.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
2, hypothetically, if I confessed that I had cheated on you one time right after we defined our relationship, but it never happened again, would you stay with me?
Whoa!
Go ahead.
Would I stay with you? And it never happened again. Fuck, honestly, my gut answer is yes.
No, mine's too.
Yeah.
Mine's too.
My gut answer is yes.
Only because you know why? Because at least I think I know you.
Yeah.
And so if I could find out that what you were saying was true and you're offering up the information, that would only, I think, play into the web of my perception of your character. It'd be one thing if that was like, yeah, I knew it all along and you were lying to me versus like, whoa, that was out of left field.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming, which is awful. I think I could wrap my head around your difficulty admitting to it all this time, quote unquote. And I'm not someone who, I just don't know what else I can't believe you on.
Right. I think also too, it would be a different question if the relationship was newer.
Right.
But like once you're going to be, 5 years in and you're engaged.
Or depending on the way you remember it that week, 3 years, 7 years, 1 year, first month.
COVID was a blurry time.
It was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay. But like 5 years in plus an engagement and just like the amount of, time that you've invested, my gut answer is yes.
But also there's a world because, I'm offering up the information. It's another thing if I find out about it.
Right.
That would be another issue. But if you're offering up the information to me,
Yeah.
volunteering it, and I don't suspect that you're telling it to me because you're being blackmailed,
Yeah.
that's another like layer to it. And that would be one of those things where if you got through it, I think you could, if you got through it in a positive and healthy way and talked about it,
Right.
I think it could strengthen your relationship. I think it either strengthens your relationship or tears you apart.
Definitely.
I think we could figure out how to make it strengthen.
I think so too.
Look at us. No amount of money and yes.
Yep.
How about last week?
If a genie offered you 3 wishes, but there was a 5% chance I would disappear from your life forever, would you accept those 3 wishes?
No, because I have you, Moose, and Diggy.
Yeah, I'd take it.
With the 5% chance?
Yeah, I'd roll those dice.
What?
I mean, statistically,
I guess.
Yeah.
What would you wish for?
I mean, would I actually take it? I don't know. But I think I would, only because 95%, I mean, obviously you could fuck it up. What I wish for? Oh, I'd have to wish for things that would counteract just how angry you'd be at me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, question.
Can one of the wishes be that I won't disappear?
No, that's
okay.
no,
I was gonna
that's.
say.
Have you ever seen Aladdin?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's just
can't wish for more wishes.
Yeah,
you can't wish.
Yeah.
Do I find out that you're not? Do I find out which way it goes before I make the wishes?
I don't know. Therapy Jeff doesn't say.
Okay, if in a world where I did, honestly, in a world where I didn't, right, I get through my 3rd wish, I would commit to the 3rd wish regardless, being that you would be taken care of no matter where you went, right? Like in a world where you...
that's a little bit of a game the system a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like, regardless, I'm only getting 2 wishes. The 3rd one, even if it's a wasted wish, is you would be taken care of wherever you were
That's not
sent
a wasted wish.
Well, I mean...
That's a good wish.
What if it ends up being the 95% and then I just waste one of my fucking wishes?
And then I get taken good care of? And we're still together?
Actually, I take it back. Here's why I could get around this.
Okay.
Wish 1, Moose lives forever. 2, Diggy lives forever.
Yeah.
3rd one, probably, I don't know, endless fountain of youth and money. Hard to say. But because Moose and Diggy would live forever,
Yeah.
you'd be okay.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
4, if you learned that I'd been hired to date you as part of a social experiment where very hot people dated complete losers like you, would you be able to forgive me?
I could.
I could get my head around that.
Yeah, me too.
I go, what a fucked up way to be introduced.
But like kind of a massive compliment.
Exactly.
Like if I was
Can't
like,
be that big of a loser.
Yeah, it's like can't be that big of a loser if I bagged this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also like you went into it thinking and knowing I was a loser, and actually you were paid for it.
Right.
And
And you still are with me?
More of a fucking
That's a win.
indicator on your behalf.
Got that riz.
We're unbearable.
If you found out that our first meeting was not a chance encounter, but was actually arranged by me, how would you react?
Oh, I'm down.
Oh yeah, I don't really care either.
And like I know where that can get weird, but
Yeah. I mean, listen, like if you found out that that person had been stalking you for years
Right.
prior and had like candid photos that are like from the bushes and they had like, you know what I mean? Like insane stalker shrine level
There's layers
portfolio
to
of
this.
information. Yeah. But it's like if you were like, oh, I've seen this person at this coffee place and I don't even drink coffee, but I go there every morning. Like whatever.
right. I also,
If he wanted to, he would.
right. I think there's a world where there's definitely there's the threshold. They go, okay,
creepy.
what? And
Yeah.
now we're just stalking.
Right. In stalking, and there's a line there for
Right.
sure, but also effort, thoughtful effort.
Right.
6, you have a one-time use time machine and you have to use it to alter something in our relationship. What are you going to alter?
Oh. One thing to alter.
You had to use it.
If you had to use it.
I think I'd try and I think it would be I would do something as minimal and inconsequential as possible.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like there's not even like
Like eat an extra cracker.
something that couldn't possibly,
Like
Yeah.
skew and create alternate timelines.
we don't want to fork.
Yeah, we don't want to put a fork
Into the
in
multiverse.
in the multiverse. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If you could meet me 10 years earlier and start a relationship then, would you do it?
Nope.
Why?
No,
or
no.
why not?
No.
So you would have been what, 24 or 14, I mean?
Yeah,
15?
I was gonna say 14, 15.
No, but I would pay money to watch a pay-per-view of a
Not the question.
a first date of us both at 14 or 15 or 16.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that would be
I
funny.
would actually pay money for that too. Yeah, that's
I
not
do
the question,
pay-per-view
but I would.
of watching our two pretty pubescent asses flirting.
What? 14 year in
A year and a
grade
half.
9.
We would have been like in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear God. Yeah. Okay. All right.
8, if the world was going to end in 30 minutes and I was trapped in a room with my most recent ex, would you be mad if I hooked up with them?
Yeah, I would. I'd be like, that's how you spent your last 30 minutes instead of like writing me a fucking letter or some shit or like leaving me a video.
Well,
You
is it
selfish
only your
fuck.
world that ends and I stay around?
Yeah. So like in this scenario, you and your most recent ex would be in a room. Oh, wait, are we all dying or just you're dying?
Right, because if we're all dying, I don't really care.
Yeah, then I don't care. Then yeah, wait, play that one again.
There's just a hole in the logic. Playing it again isn't going to fix it. I think we're assuming that, 30 seconds before you both die, somehow you find out.
I know what it is. The world's ending for everybody.
Yeah.
But just like every season of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette ends and you have to do a review of it after the fact it's over, I think the afterlife, we find out what happened. Yeah.
I forget. Do you believe in the afterlife?
To be determined.
Okay.
Yeah. Would I be mad?
I would be a petty, spiteful bitch. I'd be like, that's how you used your last fucking 30 minutes?
I wouldn't be thrilled, but I also, here's the thing. I just hope to God that in that event, I wasn't in the same position and chose the opposite answer.
Right. And
Right.
makes you, looks like the ass.
My initial thought is like, well, I don't know why that would be your natural. We're about to die. We're stuck in here. You want
Right.
to just fuck? It's weird. But also if I found out that you were trying to take your mind off the inevitable, and that seemed like the only way to distract yourself. I guess. I don't know. Like we're all dying.
Yeah. No, I'd be petty. I'd be like, get your fucking dick across the room.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Great.
I'm not worried about it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that I was not in the same position as you and chose
the opposite. And I chose, yeah.
Because then...
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
9, suppose you found out that every sweet thing I ever said to you was written by your mom. How would you feel about that?
Gail's got game.
Wait, so everything nice about you was written by Donna?
No,
or written by Gail?
Everything that I've ever said that's nice to you,
Yeah.
Donna wrote and gave to me to say to you.
Oh, if he wanted to, he would. He put the effort in to go find some help to...
Mom. I need 12 new ones. I think it would be pretty weird.
It would be weird for sure. But I would be like, okay, what the root problem here is that you have a dependency on your mom to say nice things. Why can't you come up with those by yourself?
Well, I think it'd be more like, what else do you need your mother to do for you?
Yeah.
And is there a reason that you turn to her for all these things?
Yeah.
I think it's like that's like the iceberg, just the little cap.
Totally.
What's going on below the waterline there?
Right. We gotta unpack that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would be super weird.
10, suppose you had a chance to relive a relationship from the start, knowing everything that you know now. Would you make the same choices? If not, what choices would be different?
Yes.
Yeah, same choices,
Same.
right? Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Me too.
11, imagine you discovered I had the ability to turn invisible at will, but I hadn't told you until now. How would that affect your trust in me?
Oh my God. I'd probably be like, oh my God, I've probably done so many embarrassing things that I didn't realize.
I mean, I don't think that there's a natural time to share your superpowers like that with anybody.
Yeah.
So I would understand your inability to find the right time.
Yeah.
I would just ask that you...
I feel like if I had the ability to go invisible, though, that would be one of those things like near the beginning of the relationship. I'd be like, do you want to see something crazy?
Yeah, no, watch this. Yeah, no, I to me, that would, I guess, because for you, I'd be like, you're just in your head and would think that would be a weird thing to share with me. And you'd be scared of what I would say. Mm-hmm. So kind of goes back to the same cheating example.
No, but I think the question, I think you're missing the point of the question is that like, would you trust that I wasn't using my powers for sneaky?
Oh, I would trust that you were using your powers for sneaky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like it hasn't impacted us thus far.
That's true.
And now you're telling me about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's true. Wow, we are passing this with flying colors.
Yeah. I'm who finds this awkward?
12, let's say that we broke up today. If you were given the opportunity to erase all your memories of me to spare you from any pain, but it would also remove all the happiness I've brought you, would you do it?
Yeah, sure, why not? No!
I learned so many things. Sagu. I would lose Sagu.
Yeah, you would lose Sagu.
I would lose Sagu. I would lose Focaccia.
I didn't give you that. You gave you that.
I gave us that.
I think that those questions I could definitely see them being, well, especially if like any one of them is a little close to home.
Right. Or if someone hesitates, if there's insecurity around like the most recent ex and you hesitate in the slightest.
Right.
You're like, oh, so you do want to fuck your ex. Okay. Oh, I got hair in the lip gloss. That was full effect.
I hate when that happens.
Hair in the lip gloss.
Yeah, no, I've heard that voice before. Yeah, no, I can see where that could be sensitive.
Yeah.
But also, I think we're pretty good about understanding the importance of not everything being rainbows and butterflies.
That's true.
And learning from those situations.
That is true.
We also talk about, I think, topics sometimes that are, for other couples, charged.
Yeah, that's true. I think also the podcast, too. We've taken every quiz ever.
Right. But also, a perfect example of when you talk about things, they become easier to talk about in the future. Like they're not always so scary, and they're only scary because you haven't talked about them. But once you've talked about them, chances are the person that you share a lot of other things in common with shares commonality in those things too. So just being put in a situation where it's okay to talk about things that are outside the scope of what you would typically bring up when you're, doom scrolling on the couch with each other, I think is probably can be a beneficial thing.
I think so too.
Yeah, it has for us.
Yeah, I agree.
And when the podcast stops abruptly with no explanation, you'll know
that it's Therapy Jeff's fault because he asked a question that was a little too off the rails.
And I'm sure that there's some questions that they could ask that would put us there.
Yeah.
Those 12 weren't it.
Yeah. Try
You
again
ain't shit,
next
Jeff.
time, Therapy Jeff.
But to be fair, those are good questions to ask, and I feel
those were solid questions.
I'm glad that we're on the same page about our risk tolerance within our relationship.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Next week we have Lexi Hensler coming to hang out with us for the pod. And then the week after that, we will have a review of the menu tasting, and there will be a full vlog recap as well too if you need the visuals, which we can include in the episode. I'm so excited.
Did you want to end the pod talking about the formal attire that was requested by one of our attendees?
Yeah, so Mia asked, she was like, what time should I be at your house and what should I wear? And I was like, okay, well, we're gonna leave it, whatever this time. And then also like, it doesn't have to be, formalish, like don't wear heels or anything, but like, nice-ish. And I was like maybe like not super titties out. And she responded with rude. And then I said that, I mean, honestly, I'm paying quite a bit. So it's like, you could probably show up next to nude and they would still serve us.
Yeah, I think you said no hardcore tits.
Is that what I said? No hardcore?
No hardcore tits.
No hardcore.
But softcore tits are okay.
Maybe titties, but softcore tits. I mean, when you have implants, I feel like at all times you are presenting softcore tits.
Suggested
no matter
cleavage.
what. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Implied curve. Mm-hmm. And with that.
On that note.
Look forward to that. Until then, have a good week.
Goodbye.
Bye.